What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. It's your man Jamil Muhammad. Thank you all so much for tuning in once again to another video. Today we're going to talk about some thoughts about this brother Derrick Jaxn. I've been hearing his name on social media quite a bit. And before I get into that particular part, I did see his wife on social media. Look, y'all, I understand how Twitter is, I understand how social media is, and it's pretty ruthless. But when it comes to another man's wife, try your best not to talk about people's spouses and things like that. That's not cool at all. But I know y'all gonna do what y'all want to do on social media, but that I feel like there's still boundaries and things you shouldn't cross when it comes to the person that somebody chooses to be with, especially if they're striving. So, nevertheless, what I want to talk about today is really me giving a few tips to brother Jaxn. This is not a gossip channel. We're not going to be sipping no tea on this channel. We're not going to be doing any of that. I want to give some tips to brother Jaxn and anybody that looks to him as a figure of influence. I understand everybody's not perfect. I'm not saying brother is right, and whatever he did, that's none of my business. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying he's wrong, because honestly and frankly, that's none of my business. What I'm concerned about is people understanding the lesson in this sort of situation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to speak directly to brother Derrick Jaxn. I hope that you view this video, and I hope that you understand that I am clearly, if you can look at my subscriber count, I'm clearly qualified to tell you what a influencer should do and how they should act on the internet. Okay, so I had 3 tips for brother Derrick and 3 tips for anybody else that's watching. So the first tip I have for brother Derrick is don't allow others to tell your story. I've been hearing a lot of bashing, and I think it's only right for you, especially as I know you don't want to respond to negativity as much on social media. You don't want to make it your focus, but man, you're gonna have to defend yourself sometimes. So defend yourself if people making certain claims about you or saying you're presenting yourself. Man, forget all that. You ain't got to be all holy, and that doesn't mean you're not humble because you're defending yourself. You need to defend yourself sometimes, bro, because you get bashed a lot. Just to be frank and transparent, you get bashed a lot, bro. Defend yourself. Just speak up, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand what that's like. So, you know what I'm saying? If there's something that ain't accurate, that's not hitting the nail on the head, man, you could just tackle that. It's gonna be a whole lot of haters, and you don't have to respond to all of those things. But this is what I'm saying: be yourself, regardless, and definitely make sure that you control your own story, and make sure it's consistent. The second thing I want to let you know is that your image it must be your image, regardless of however you want other people to see you. So if you want people to see you in a light that is, you know, of a religious man, a Christian man, whatever you subscribe to, man, you be the person that you want to be. Don't be a Christian because you think that may please your audience. You must be yourself regardless. You have to be yourself to the core, and that's the thing that you can be the most consistent with. Trying to be, I'm not saying that you are, I gotta say this because people like to assume, try to be your best self. You cannot, it's impossible to be someone else. It's impossible to have the same success story as someone else. That's why Steve Jobs' success is not the same as Mark Zuckerberg or something like that, you know, or Bill Gates. His success is not the same as Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? They're all billionaires, but the way they got to where they got, completely different stories. So if you want to be a Christian man, be a Christian man in your way. If that's what you want to do. Don't do it because you think that my audience, they you know, that's what's going to get the most money, that's going to sell the most books. Forget all of that. As long as you're faithful, I promise you, you'll be rewarded for it. All right? That's tip number 2. Tip number 3, I don't necessarily know exactly what you do in your personal life, and to be frank, I don't care. That is none of my concern. But I'll say this: try your best. This is what we are taught in Islam. is to try your best not to fall into hypocrisy. I don't know exactly all of the claims, allegations. That's not even something that I think should occupy my mind and my thoughts. My concern, my major concern, is the way that people think and the way that you respond to those thoughts in your life. And that is expressed in your actions, your habits, and the way that you live life. So I'm all about constantly improving. That's what this channel is about. It's about, constantly figuring out different ways to improve every aspect of your life, of your mental, your physical health, and your, I would call it your domain or your environmental health. The things around you, what encompasses those things. So constant improvement is what should be the most important, rather than trying to, pander to your audience or trying to get people to see you a certain way. Look, man, I could speak for that, for a person that has been, I've been rejected in many spaces. But regardless, the best thing and the best way I was rewarded was being myself no matter where I go. And that's my practice. And I can't say that the Lord has not blessed me and rewarded me for being myself. Every time I tried to fit in, straight clash. Straight clash in personality, clash in the way that other people see me. They're like, man, that's not you. And I noticed the same thing. Brother, be yourself, regardless of rejection. You're getting rejected now by a bunch of people. Be yourself and work to constantly improve yourself. And that's it. All right. And for the people that are watching Brother Jaxn get bashed, people that are watching Derrick Jaxn get bashed on the internet, and for those talking about his wife, first of all, cool that out. Stop talking about brother wife. And the second thing, what y'all need to stop doing, is worshiping celebrities. I remember when Jay-Z, a few years ago, there was some allegations about him. And this one young lady that I was dating at the time, she said that pretty much there's no hope for any other for any other relationship because Jay-Z did whatever, blah blah blah, or he was accused of whatever. And to be honest, when it comes to celebrity situations, y'all act like y'all the ones dating the celebrities. And y'all act like y'all the ones getting cheated on. You know what I'm saying? And you have nothing to do with it. And it's like people take these things personal. So I would say stop worshiping celebrities and stop acting like y'all are the ones dating these people. You're not. You don't know what it's like. And y'all, honestly, I don't think you do really understand like that sort of lifestyle and the type of temptation. So definitely be careful how you judge people, because that's a whole different level of temptation that some of us just, aren't strong enough to take and to be a certain way in that space. If y'all watch UFC, Max Holloway, I believe he was talking about he was been in a certain situation and it was just drugs everywhere. And that's the Hollywood lifestyle. That's how they are, on the west side or down some places down south. I'm not gonna mention too many specific places, but that's how it is. If that's the environment, that's a lot of temptation. If you don't practice self-control, you don't practice getting better, you don't practice fasting, resisting the things that you desire, you're gonna fold right when you get in that spot. And I know that's gonna resonate with a lot of y'all, because a lot of y'all fold. I ain't gonna act like I haven't folded before, but my practice is to continue to build up that resistance to it so that you don't fold, so that you not conform and try to be like other people in these spaces. You are being yourself in these spaces. What's gonna be your legacy? Somebody that fit in or somebody that set their own lane? You know what I'm saying? Earl Nightingale said he was relating cowardice to those that conform. And those that are not cowards, the most innovative people are those that create. So are you going to create a lane of your own, or are you going to try to be like everybody else? You're going to dress the same as everybody else? You're going to make videos the same as everybody else? You're going to speak the way everybody else speaks? No. If you can notice in this video, I've been switching the way that I speak. And that's just who I am. I have many forms of expression. We are multifaceted human beings. We have many talents. You must work them. You must be yourself. And yourself could be multiple things. All right? Smooth. So point number 2 for the people that are watching and worshiping celebrities, cool that out first of all. And people that are really, you know, not in the spotlight, again, don't fall into hypocrisy. Because just because some of y'all aren't getting caught doesn't mean you're not doing what you're doing. So let's stop being so judgy. Just because he got caught don't mean he's the only one doing it. And that's really what y'all acting like. I've been hearing some crazy name calling for brother Derrick Jaxn. And that goes into my last point, which is don't judge others so harshly simply because you sitting around judging people and thinking about how terrible of a person they are, that's not good for your spirit, you know? The things that you think about is what you become. And so, if you sit around gossiping, you sit around worshiping and perpetuating negativity, guess what you will become? You're going to become a negative individual. Now, if you offset those things with, you know, things that matter, you know, things that could get you money, having a positive mindset, you must understand that the greatest error when it comes to success is not understanding that you become what you think about. For example, again, not gonna name no names, but it's some people with small businesses and their attitude toward the customers or people that's not supporting them is terrible. You must be of value to those people in order for them to support you. Or figure out a way where it'll be attractive to them. But you getting angry with people or you know, not really working with people, giving them a hard time when y'all trying to do a business transaction, it ain't gonna be the best thing for you. You know what I'm saying? You have to study those that are successful, and you have to study your mind, yourself, not other people trying to be like them. You use them and you extract the best information from it, but the best thing that you can do is be yourself in the best way that you can and continually improve who you are. Okay? So you're not the same person all the time. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that you need to switch up is killing the bad habits and then working to develop, replacing them with better habits. So, you know, we ain't perfect, but continually improve. Again, I've heard some terrible things. People called him a scumbag, a terrible human being, the worst human being of the 21st century. Okay. I just personally think, this is the last thing I'll say, I don't think it's our job to continually to judge people so harshly. Firstly, because your spirit will respond accordingly to that. So, you know, ease up a little bit, whether he's right, whether he's wrong. First of all, what another person does in the bed ain't got nothing to do with you. Second thing, what another person does with their biological parts has nothing to do with you. And the third thing, the same food another person eat does not make you fertilized, if you understand what I'm saying. Man, just don't do too much, man. You see somebody fall, learn from it. There's a great man that, you know, he doesn't get too many props these days, so I'm gonna just have to say, brother Minister Louis Farrakhan, he said, learn from it. Don't laugh when a man falls. He said, learn from it. Okay? So you learning from that situation, it'll be better for your spirit because you're learning, how can I respond better if I receive this type of temptation, right? So I don't have any knowledge. I'm not even gonna watch the video about him. People call him a narcissist, a manipulator. Look, bro, at the end of the day, everyone has a level of narcissism. Some of it is toxic, some of it is not so toxic. But what I will say, and this will be my last thing, understand who you are, understand the image that you put out, and understand how you can continually improve yourself, your life, your thinking, and the foods that you put into your body. Eat your fruits and veggies, ladies and gentlemen. Drink your water. Tell your people you love them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the last thing I'm going to say on this. Brother Derrick Jaxn, whatever is happening to you, brother, pray to the God for mercy and be as truthful as you can. And to those that's watching and responding and figuring out how to judge, brother, or anybody else that's getting caught messing up, because a lot of y'all still messing up, be careful how you judge, because you'll be judged by that same measure. Yep. So, it'll be easier for you if you just ease up a little bit and just focus on back to your money. Alright? Thank you all so much for tuning in once again to another video. We're trying to get this channel up to 10,000 subscribers. So I'm just go ahead, post this, put out some content. My focus is to get your mindset right. The way that you think each and every day is vitally important, rather than what you do in subconscious, because that shifts, that can change your paradigm, the sort of habits that you make, you know what I'm saying? So my focus is on the mind, because the body follows the mind. The cells respond to the mind, okay? Another person responds to what your mind expresses, okay? Man, it's been a long time getting through another trial at this time. So if you can, leave some positive messages. And if you watch this video until the end, please leave a sun emoji in the comment section. The little sun emoji, I usually post it on Instagram. Also, if you are on Instagram, please follow me at Krishna Fist. It's the same name as this YouTube page. So, we're out of here. Thank y'all for listening. Once again, that's not even my outro, but we out here. Peace.